This is an interesting one. It's a mold example. This is actually a quite complex part. You can machine this using 3-axis. You can see very nice surfaces, flowing surfaces. You can spend a lot of time using a small ball mill and trying to finish a lot of those fine surfaces. But we can show you the power of the 5-axis methods. So here we did a horizontal roughing just like we would do on a. I think I can run the simulation very quickly. We have some time. Let me go to simulation, simulate to end. Let's turn on the toolpath. So that's my horizontal finishing. And then we did a facing operation to clean up the top surface here. Okay, and then we used a 5-axis, very similar between two curves machining. So we selected this surface, this set of surfaces, and we selected these two curves to drive the cutter. So let me simulate that. So basically, as you can see, the surface finish is really nice. You're not going to get this kind of surface finish in 3-axis mode. You have to use a very fine step over and a ball and mill and spend a lot of time to machine that surface in 3-axis mode. And then the next thing we did was we did a swarf machining. So basically we selected this wall as the wall surface, and this is as our floor geometry, and basically drove that wall. So let me run that simulation. So we're driving that wall, and it cleaned that wall up really nicely, as you can see. That's the swarf machining. And then the next thing we did was we wanted to machine this bottom surface, and we did a very similar between two curves. We selected this curve and said drive that surface and machine it. And obviously we were gouge checking against the rest of the geometry, so it's not gouging the rest of the geometry. So let's machine that. And then this one was actually a 3-axis curve machining, I believe. Yes, that was a 3-axis curve machining we did. And then finally a 5-axis swarf machining to the outside like that. And then to machine that fillet, we did a between two curves machining there to machine that. It's just pretty nice. Actually, let me run that. I don't want to spend too much time simulating it. Okay, swarf machining to end. So there you go. Yeah, 5-axis between two curves. As you can see, this was, let me turn that back on. This was done using 3-axis mode, and you can see the scallops that are being left. And you really have to control the scallops there when you're doing 3-axis mode, but look at the kind of finish that you're getting in 5-axis. Yeah, you do see some differences here as well, but you can clean that up using a corner radius mill. But the finish here is really, really nice. So that's the advantage of using 5-axis machines, like Don pointed out.